Hello, welcome to Straight Talk Africa, live from the Voice of America studios here in Washington. It's Wednesday, January 16th. I am Shaka Sali. Today, we'll discuss the ceasefire agreement in the Central African Republic. The agreement was reached last Friday in the Gabonese capital, Libreville, solidifying the first steps towards a settlement between a coalition of rebel groups known as Seleka and the Central African government of President Francois Bozize. My colleague Paul Sisco has more on the story.
The announcement came after several days of peace talks in Libreville. President Francois Bozize said, "Great decisions have been taken. The decision we foresee is to set up a government of national unity." The parliament and the cabinet, headed by Prime Minister Faustin Touadera, were dissolved. The new government will be headed by a member of the opposition, and parliamentary elections are expected within a year, replacing the current National Assembly that was dominated by the allies of Mr. Bozize. It's not the first time that President Bozize signed peace agreements with rebels. The recent insurgency by a rebel coalition called Seleka, which means alliance, marks the third major rebellion in the Central African Republic since mid-2005. One of the first followed elections in 2005 that made then coup leader Francois Bozize president. The new peace pact aims to end the uprising that began last month, when Seleka rebels took over several towns, about a third of the country, and threatened to overrun the capital, Bangui. The rebels want President Bozize out of office, in part, they say, for not following through on previous peace deals. Analysts say the rebels' quick, three-week offensive is less a testimony to their military might and more to the weakness of the National Army and its poor presence in much of the now rebel-controlled territory. The government says the rebels have foreign support and foreign fighters, namely from neighboring Chad and Sudan, but the rebels have denied the charge. Among their grievances, the rebels cite underdevelopment in the north and their marginalization in society. The United Nations Refugee Agency says tens of thousands of people have been displaced in the north and east of the country by the recent fighting. And despite its mineral wealth, the Central African Republic is one of the poorest, most deprived nations in the world. Paul Sisco, VOA News.